Hey sis, this is Donna. Right now I'm coming to you because I wanted to talk to you this Sunday morning about looking for things inside of other people that they don't have. Sometimes as women, we start to look at men and we look to them to help us, to build us, kind of like to be our guides, and we don't need to be looking that way. Stop looking for people to give you what they don't have inside of them. Sometimes we're asking people to give us what they can't even provide. It's like you're asking a broken person to love you. You're asking a broken person to treat you right. Well, they can't do that if they don't have it. You're asking somebody to supply you with a need that they need themselves. We've got to stop that as women. Stop asking people to give you what they don't have. Because it's not that every man is a bad man who's come across you. It's not that every person in your life has just treated you terrible. Sometimes those people didn't know how to give you what you're looking for. So stop looking for people to make you, because the only person that can make you is God. And stop looking, as women, stop looking for your baby. Stop looking for your babe. Stop looking for your boo. And start looking for you. Some of us don't even know ourselves, so how can we sit there and look for a man? You're not even supposed to be looking. He'll find you. A lot of people were in your life, and we really don't even know why. Some people came in your life for a season, and you try to make them for a lifetime. Believe me, I've been there. You wanted somebody. You needed somebody. But instead of praying about the kind of man that you want and just leaving it to God to find that man, you went out and you did it on your own. So what you got was somebody that was for that season instead of that somebody who was meant for a lifetime. Some of you ladies out there are married to your seasonal men, and it's going terrible. And you don't know why it's going terrible. That's because you chose that man and God didn't choose that man. I've been guilty of that. So what I'm saying is, you cannot sit here and keep looking for a babe when you don't even know who you are. When you're in a season and you're by yourself and you just really you don't know why you're by yourself. I think that you are by yourself because God is putting you alone. God is putting you alone so that you can figure out what you like and what you don't like. God is trying to get you to build yourself in Him. Spend time alone, ladies. Don't go hop into relationship to relationship. I've done that too. And it's done nothing but leave a lot of brokenness that had to be healed. When you go from person to person and you're not healing in the process, then you're hurting yourself even more. Believe it or not, you've got a kingdom to inherit. You can't sit there and keep on letting these relationships break you, because what happens is you're not able to trust anymore. You're not able to be yourself anymore. After you've been broken so many times, you'll end up being somebody completely different. You won't even know who you are. You'll give yourself so much to other people that you'll need everything back that you gave. So, stop looking for babe when you don't know who you are. There's no way God is going to send you somebody that is His so that you can hurt Him in the process of you needing healing. Get some healing, ladies. And again, stop looking to get out of people what they don't have to give you. And something that I found myself doing, I ask all ladies to look into themselves and see why they have been in relationships where men treat you the same over and over and over. Sometimes it's not the men. Sometimes you've got to point yourself, you've got to point at yourself and say, why am I allowing this? Why am I continuing to let people treat me this way? So what happens is we get with broken people and we want to fix them when we're broken ourselves. You can't fix somebody while you're broken. That's impossible. You can't do it. And if you continue to try to do that, then what you're going to do is you're going to make that person treat you a certain kind of way that they didn't have to treat you. And the reason I say that is because if you get with somebody and they're broken and you're broken too, how are you going to fix anybody, for one? And then how will you even fix somebody who is broken when you yourself are broken? You need what you're trying to give them. And another thing I want to talk about is, like me, I might not have had my mother there the way I wanted her. And I didn't have my father because, he was locked up. And, at first I didn't know who my father was. So I get that. I understand. But when I had kids of my own, that had to change. I had to see that although I didn't have my parents in my life the way that I needed them, I didn't have to be that same mother. I tell my kids I love them every day. Do my kids get on my nerves sometimes? Yes, they do. But I still love them. They're my kids. No matter how old they get, they're your kids. But when you have kids, you cannot treat them the same way you've been treated just because you've been done that way. That's not right. You don't get to be a rotten parent just because you were not done the way you wanted to be done. These kids we were entrusted with our kids by Christ. He gave us these precious gifts. Although they may act like some trolls sometimes, they are precious gifts. And we were given them to lead them the right way. How can you lead somebody the right way when you are broken? Then you're going to teach them the wrong way. So you're not going to be perfect as a parent, but don't be the parent. Don't be the way you were taught to be if you weren't treated right. And broken parents make broken kids. And once you break your kids, then they've got to go out here in this life and they've got to figure out life on their own. It's like a generational curse. Generation to generation, you're going to bring hurt and pain if you don't get things right. Stop looking for people to give you what they don't have, because some people honestly just don't know how to love, and they don't know how to treat you because they just genuinely don't have it to give you. You got with somebody because you wanted somebody, but you didn't really get to know that somebody. Stop looking for bae when you haven't completely gotten hold of who you are. Become your own woman. Become who God has made you to be before going out there and finding somebody, or them finding you. They've got to find you. Let that man find you. Let that man love you. And quit looking to heal somebody because you can't do that. Quit getting broken people and trying to mend a broken person, and you yourself are broken. Because you had a bad parent. Don't be that bad parent. I'm standing right here right now to let you know you've got a kingdom to inherit. You've got a place to go after this life. So make the best decisions that you can make in this lifetime. You don't get a second chance to do it all over once it's over. But I'm challenging you right now to be the lady that you're called to be. Forget everything else in life right now. I want you to be selfish right now and focus on you and what it is that you need. You cannot help your kids. You can't help your husband. You can't help anybody until first you've gotten the help that you're asking for. Right now, I just want to thank everybody for just encouraging me through my life, encouraging me in my hard times. If you were there for me, I thank you so much. Because what you see right now is a lady who stands before you who knows who she is. I didn't know who I was as a young girl. I didn't. It took a lot of growing and a lot of mistakes, a lot of challenges to make me into who I am. I'm not saying I'm where I'm going to be and where I'm supposed to be, but I thank God I'm not back where I used to be. Because I've been that child, who's had it rough. I've been that woman who's had it rough. I've went through the divorces. I've went through the good and the bad relationships. I've done all that. At this point in my life, I know who I am. I am Donna. I am a child of God. I am a woman who no means no and yes means yes. The things that I need out of life, they are non-negotiable. If I can do everything for myself with the help of God, but if I can do everything myself, then I deserve a man that can do for me the same thing that I can do and more. I'm not going to ask more of a man than I can do for him. Because it's a lot of girls, you know, they want a good man. They want a good relationship. They want a rich man. They want a man with this and a man with that. Hey, sis, be honest about where you are. Because some ladies, you're not even ready for that man. You're not even built in your mind and your heart to be ready to receive that man. So again, if you listen to the rest of the video, please take some advice. Because sometimes we don't. And when you don't take advice, you end up going the wrong way.